Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So we're going to pull you one card. Okay, you just got the same as Pisces. Message in a bottle. This is clearly about movement. It's about communication coming your way. Quite like this card. It seems to break through something that's been very stuck. So it sort of breaks through this state of inertia, this feeling of, oh my God, nothing's moving in my life. If some of you have been waiting for some sort of contact, the message in a bottle card is obviously about contact coming your way. So I want to split the cards and we'll clarify where that message in a bottle is for Scorpio. So you've got the Empress behind you, King of Swords as the gift. Challenge is the Eight of Cups. The Fool card is how other people are showing up for you. So that's a very beautiful card to be arriving here. So it's almost like people in your life have got this spirit of adventure, by the way, this spirit of brand new beginnings, the zero, new opportunities. Again, the challenge is the Eight of Cups will always be walking away from, that's about doors opening, and as doors open we have to leave behind the old doors. That's sort of what's going on here already with these two cards, but we'll find out more. Five of Cups underneath the King of Swords. Okay, give me a minute, I'll find out in a minute. Queen of Wands is the outcome. Living in the truth, living in your power. And when we live in our power, we live in the truth of the Queen of Wands. She's confident, she believes in herself, and she moves out into the world. Tell me more. What's coming after the Queen of Wands? One card. Okay. You get a Nine of Swords and then a Chariot. So that's very funny. So you're in this Queen of Wands, very confident, very, very powerful. You're in her, but there's still a little bit of fear. Fear will never go away, Scorpio, by the way. It's hardwired into our nervous system. So getting rid of fear will never happen. We need to develop a relationship with it and then still move forward, which is exactly what you're doing with the Chariot card. Very, very beautiful outcome. Clearly, because the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups have shown up, and because of the Fool here showing up, there's a sense of new adventures, new possibilities. But there's also this sense of a feeling of a little bit of disappointment. Maybe something's not worked out. Maybe just I'll try and find out what it is in a minute, okay? Now the Empress is behind you. The Empress rules love. She rules abundance, prosperity, but she rules love. So this is love you can touch, you can see, and you can feel. She can represent family, home, very solid, very Taurus card, but she is essentially about love. But this is what you can touch, what you can see, and what you can feel side of love, okay? So the King of Swords is the gift. This could be a person, or it could be about clarity. The King of Swords is the king of his mind. He knows what he wants, and he's going after it. And there seems to be a link between that and the Fool card. But with this new possibilities will come this feeling of there's a little bit of loss here. Not loss as in deep, dark, painful stuff, but loss isn't. Sometimes we need to grieve the opportunities that didn't work out in our lives before we really, really, really get to move forward, okay? There's really simple ways to do it, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be, you don't need a PhD to do it, and you don't have to sit in absolute agony. Sometimes we just need to acknowledge Because with all these new possibilities comes the energy of having to leave something behind or face some parts of our experience that haven't worked out for us. Okay, I will find out more. So why is the King of Swords the gift, please? There's some sort of communication here. Page of Swords, message in a bottle. So the gift that's coming your way is of communication. So the Eight of Cups is a challenge, which simply means something's not worked out. There's something not fulfilling you. I don't know what it is. What's not fulfilling, Scorpio? What's it been about? For some of you it might be an emotional, for some it might be practical. It's a Nine of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups is this journeying card. It's shown by Jupiter, so it's a very fortunate journey. So it's this sense of going into the unknown. And it's with the Nine of Pentacles, so this could be for some of you around a work situation, by the way. Again, some of you it might be an emotional situation. Something's not quite worked out the way that you want it to work out. But don't forget, Scorpio, there's these two cups behind you. And it's these two cups that create our new future. But sometimes what we need to do is just say, I'm a little bit sad because something's not worked out the way that I wanted it to work out. We need to acknowledge something before it goes. We can't just deny and we can't repress. We need to acknowledge it in order to move forward. This is a bit of an intriguing reading. What's the Five of Cups about? What's this about? One card to describe the Five of Cups. A Justice card. Some of you might be going through, this is some sort of ending that's happened in the past, and this is the finalisation of it, by the way. The Justice card, the Page of Swords coming through, the King of Swords is going to be, can be about communication, and the communication would be very much, if it's not an air, it might be an air sign person. If it's not an air sign person, it can be about some legal situation that you've been waiting for. Some of you might even be going through some sort of divorce. But there's messages to do with air, or to do with an air sign person, and it's the gift here. But the challenge is the Eight of Cups. It's not, listen, I've got a really strange message coming through, and for some of yous, this is clearly about a relationship, but what you're actually having to leave behind is being the hermit. That's so, you know, sometimes when new opportunities come our way, we all build our lives a certain way, and then suddenly when we have to make a change, we realise how sometimes to say yes to the full means we have to leave behind our Nine of Pentacles, which is our hermit self, our hermit life. There's a message for someone, because the Fool is such a beautiful card to show up in your relationships. Any more clarity around this Fool? One card, only one, please. What's going on, Scorpio? I'm intrigued. Oh, yeah, it's for the Two of Cups. And then, and the reason why for some of you is this is definitely about having to move out of that state of being a hermit into relationships, because the Nine of Swords is there, which is another indication of maybe a little bit of fear about opening up to new possibilities, especially around love and the communication going on here, because this isn't a legal situation or to do with contracts, it's to do with an air sign person. Okay, But there's a lot, it's almost some Scorpios have retreated. We all retreat, and they've retreated into a state of very much being the hermit. And the challenge is actually, well, that's not what I want anymore. I want to move into new territories in love. It's going to be alright, because the Queen of Wands, a very, 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 very sexual energy, the Queen of Wands. So this could be you. It could be someone that you're dealing with, and there's a very, it's quite a dynamic energy. But here we go. Here's this, a little bit of fear of opening up. See, look at the way she protects her heart. And we always protect what's been hurt before. And there's no one in this planet, Scorpio, that's not been hurt before. But then, Chariot, beautiful, moving forward, particularly around the emotional part of the situation, because the Chariot rules Cancer. I'm going to ask for another card for you. One more, yeah, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is a reunion card. It's a soulmate card. But it's also about reconnecting with your heart, your emotions, your happiness. You know, Scorpio, we all deserve happiness, and we all deserve to be happy. And sometimes what we need to do is to move out of our comfort zone. Because our comfort zone, we built for a very good reason. But then, because life wants us to evolve, we need to move out of that comfort zone. And that's exactly what this reading is about. And do I think that you're going to go for it? Absolutely. Absolutely, because you will. And there's an awful lot of energy about very exciting new possibilities and reconnecting with joy. And Scorpio wounding can be quite hard to work with because it feels things so deeply. And quite often the wounds are what we need to bring out in order to move forward, to get to this new possibility that's clearly coming your way. A little bit confusing. I think there's a few of you who know exactly what this is about, and if it isn't for you, just bless them. And Scorpio, your relationship reading is on Vimeo, and the link's underneath for any extra clarity about what's going on here. Okay, loads of love, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye.